Have you ever met someone who hurts you, lies to you, or betrays your trust, but somehow, by the end of the argument, you end up apologizing to them? Welcome to the twisted world of manipulators who master the art of playing the victim. They can turn any situation around, twist every fact, and make themselves look like the poor, misunderstood soul, while you walk away questioning your own sanity. But why do manipulators pretend to be the victim? What's going on inside their mind that makes them flip the script so easily? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never fall for their tricks again. You see, manipulators crave control, emotional, psychological, and social control. They want to be in charge of how others see them. But the problem is no one likes being called out or blamed. So instead of admitting fault, they rewrite the story. When they play the victim, they shift the spotlight. Suddenly, they're not the one who lied. They're the one who had no choice. They're not the one who started the fight. They're the one who was just defending themselves. In their version of reality, they're always suffering, misunderstood or unfairly treated. This emotional disguise wins them sympathy, protection, and sometimes even admiration. It's psychological manipulation at its finest and most dangerous. Because when someone pretends to be the victim, they trigger your empathy reflex. You start thinking, maybe I was too harsh, or maybe I misunderstood them. And that's exactly what they want. Once you feel guilty, they have power over you. They can twist your emotions, make you question your memories, and even turn other people against you. In relationships, this creates a toxic cycle. They hurt you, you confront them, they cry, and somehow you end up comforting them. It's emotional blackmail hidden under tears and excuses. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Playing the victim is a defense mechanism. Manipulators use it to protect their fragile ego. Deep down, they can't handle guilt or shame. Taking responsibility feels like admitting they're not in control. And control is everything to them. So they create a fantasy where they're the innocent one, and you're the aggressor. It's a mental escape hatch that keeps their ego safe, even if it destroys your peace in the process. And there's another reason, attention. People who manipulate love attention, whether it's positive or negative. When they play the victim, they attract sympathy, validation, and emotional energy from others. They get to feel important, even if it's through pity. It's a way of feeding their ego while hiding behind emotional vulnerability. They might post cryptic social media quotes about being betrayed by fake friends, or tell exaggerated stories to make themselves look like the hero who survived endless suffering. Every time someone says, "You're so strong for going through that," they win. It's a reward for their manipulation. The scary part? They're often so good at it that even you start doubting your reality. This is what psychologists call gaslighting, a manipulation tactic where the abuser makes the victim question their own memory and perception. Over time, you start to believe that maybe you really are the problem. That's how they trap you emotionally. Because once you start apologizing for things you didn't do, they own your mind. But how can you recognize this behavior early? Watch for these red flags. Every time something goes wrong, they blame circumstances, other people, or you. They rarely apologize sincerely. If they do, it's usually followed by "but." "I'm sorry, but you made me do it." They love sympathy but hate accountability. They retell stories with themselves as the victim, even when the facts don't add up. And if you ever try to confront them, they flip the narrative. Suddenly you're the cruel one for hurting their feelings. The key to breaking free from a manipulator's victim act is emotional detachment. Stop feeding their drama. Stop trying to prove your point. You'll never win an argument with someone who's rewriting the truth in their head. Instead, set boundaries. Don't argue, don't explain endlessly, and don't let their guilt trips pull you back in. Remember, empathy without boundaries becomes self-destruction. And here's something powerful. Real victims don't constantly talk about how innocent they are. They focus on healing. Real victims take responsibility for their recovery, not for manipulating others into feeling sorry for them. That's the difference between someone who's genuinely hurt and someone who's just weaponizing pain. So the next time someone cries about how everyone betrays them, no one understands them, or you've changed, take a step back. Ask yourself, are they seeking comfort or control? Are they opening up or manipulating your compassion? Because manipulators don't want solutions, they want sympathy they can use. In the end, manipulators pretend to be the victim because it works. It keeps them in control, avoids accountability, and wins them emotional power over others. But once you see through it, the spell breaks. You stop reacting, stop feeling guilty, and start protecting your peace. So remember this, not everyone who cries is a victim, and not everyone who stays calm is the villain. Some of the most dangerous people in your life will hurt you, then make you feel bad for noticing. But once you understand the psychology behind their act, you take back your power. Because awareness is freedom, and the moment you stop falling for their performance, the manipulation ends right there.